Held by his neck there as Dwyer goes to Cuthbertson. Cuthbertson's going to try and force his way over in front of the Western Town.
I feel like I've always known how to play the game really well. I wasn't always gifted with the best speed or the best strength or the biggest body on the field. In fact, I've got one of the weirdest shaped bodies on the field, so my strong suit was know-how. It was a great opportunity that came up to take on the head coach of the women's Leeds Rhinos team, and the rest is history. I find this last couple of years is just player management. I think that's really, really important as being a head coach, or just coaching in general. You need to get your best out of your players, and you need to learn what makes them tick. And if you don't take that time and put that energy to learn, the traits of your players, the best of their abilities, their game, even their personalities away from the field, I think the rest of it doesn't sort of coincide, because you can tell someone to do something all day long, but if you don't know how to tell them or don't know how to them to pick up on what you're trying to put down, then it's a very, very hard job to do. That's where I've been quite blessed in my career. I've obviously had Mac, who was here for a number of years and won a lot of trophies coaching the Leeds Rhinos. I've had Wayne Bennett, Des Hasler, Ricky Stewart, name a few, who have all got their own approach at coaching and their own brilliant style, which has won them many premierships over the year. It's not always easy, but nothing worthwhile ever is. I've learnt to deal with myself and coaches in and around training a bit differently, because obviously, I know what I want as a coach. So then, on the flip side, if you contradict that by doing it yourself while I'm playing or training, you kick yourself a bit. You kind of think back and go, hey, well, I wouldn't want that. So why would I do that to my head coach now? So little things in understanding the game. Like I feel like probably I coach a lot defense really well, and my team's traits are their defense, and it's a really strange one because my personal game is quite offensively based, so it's really strange what sort of comes out of you when you're on the flip side and you start coaching. And I feel now that's starting to evolve into my game a bit better. My defense is getting a bit better, so basically because I've got to preach a lot, and the girls pick me up on it too. That's the other thing. They come to any of the games and they'll pick me up. Hey, you told us to do this. You're not doing it yourself. We sort of got together and we created this environment at training with the help of my staff and the likes of Lois being involved as team captain. We tried to create an environment that we could keep, and when new players came in and younger players stepped up, that they could just evolve straight into and become part of. The belief one another has just all gone up a notch over the 2 years. So we haven't tweaked too much in terms of style of play and that, and we try to keep our style of play, because I think that's what's been different between us and other teams. We were clear underdogs. Cass had been favourites all year. They'd won everything. They'd smashed everyone off the park, and it just took an understanding of how good the girls can be, and preaching to them at training and showing them clips and practicing on certain things. And we pretty much went out there and just executed exactly what we wanted to do, leading into that. And we just went to training, worked hard, and turned up on the day. Played in some big matches now, won some trophies, but that was up there. Basically because I'm on the other side of the fence, in the sense where there's not much I can do once kickoff starts besides give advice and send messages and whatnot. It was a really proud moment to me for the sake of where we've come from as a team, what club we're playing for, and then putting that all together and managing it out in the field to go get a really, really memorable victory, which I'm sure will go down in times, because it's sort of the start of something big and new for women's rugby and rugby league in general. So very proud moments. After the first couple of sets, I knew we were on. It was like a bit of an emotional roller coaster, really, because they go away and come back every time you're defending your own trial, I suppose, especially with a class outfit like Cass and the way they move the ball. But it was a brilliant one, and was nervous, but you know, I suppose the number of hairs I still got left on my head speaks for itself about how nervous and stressed out I get sometimes. But I would swap it for the world. It's absolutely brilliant. I love doing it. So yeah, it's a true enjoyment. You know, to help bring a team such as the women's Super League team, Leeds Rhinos Women's Super League team, to the club and create that team, and for the however long that they continue to play for. You know, they could go on for 150 years. You feel like you've accomplished something, and not only just accomplished something, it's just great seeing the community and everyone else come out that really starts to get behind them, and you know, just giving that little bit back to rugby league in general is basically what it's all about. And you know, the game's taken care of me for so many years now, so I just think it's great to give back. You know, with everything you've learned over the years.